invite Mahamahopadhyay Dr. Korada Subrahmanyam ji, who is Professor of Sanskrit, retired from the University of Hyderabad and Adjunct Professor in the Department of Heritage, Science and Technology at IIT Hyderabad. Mahamahopadhyay Korada Subrahmanyam, born 1954, is a Sanskrit grammarian and scholar from India. He retired as a professor of Sanskrit at the Center for Applied Linguistics and Translation Studies, University of Hyderabad. Professor Korada Subrahmanyam was born into a family of Vedic scholars hailing from the Godavari Delta region, known as Konasima. His areas of expertise include the Ashtadasha Vidya, philosophy of language and translation. He is also well versed in the Mahabhashya, Vakyapadiya, Laghu Manjusha, Shlokavartikam, and Tantravartikam. He is the author of the rare book Theories of Language, Oriental and Occidental. To know more about Dr. Subrahmanyam, you can visit his blog link posted in the chat. He continues to serve the cause of knowledge even after his retirement in various ways, including teaching both at his home, Griha Gurukula, and also currently as an adjunct professor in the Department of Heritage, Science and Technology, IIT Hyderabad. Today, he'll be speaking on Vyākaraṇa, vis-à-vis Nyāya, Mīmāṃsā, and Sāhitya Śāstra-s. Over to you, Mahamahopadhyay.
ओम नमः पाणिनिगात्यायन पतंजलिभ्यः शब्द विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंशिभ्यः परमर्षिभ्यो महद्भ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यः. At the outset, let me explain. The topic I have given is actually very condensed. In this sense, Vyākaraṇa, its prabhava on Nyāya, Mīmāṃsā and Alankara Śāstra-s just I have given because I have to limit my talk to the time that is given to me. Otherwise, Vyākaraṇam is a fundamental discipline for any vidya. To learn anything, Vyākaraṇam is essential. It is clearly stated even in Dhanyaloka, Vyākaraṇam moolatvat sarva shabdanam. So, vidya sarva vidyanam. So, any vidya. Even there, if you people may discuss generally only Nyāya or Mīmāṃsā, etc. But Panini earmarked at least 50 sutras for Jyotisham. Jyotisham is considered as both the eyes of Veda Purusha. Jyotisham, Ayanam, Chakshuhu, and so on. So, even in Natya Shastra, we are going to touch Alankara Shastra anyway. And Panini has earmarked some sutras for Ayurveda. So on and so forth. So for any Vidyasthan, this Vyākaraṇam is essential. Without Vyākaraṇa, nothing moves. Because Shabda and Artha, Kayata explains, Padartha moolatvat Vakyartha Jnanasya. So first you should know what is Padam. Then it's Artha. Then a combination of padarthas would emerge that is called Vakyartha. So here, just one or 2 points. Atha Shabdanushāsanam. The term Shabda is translated as a word. Even if you put W in capital, it is wrong. Shabda is Shabda only. You have to adapt the term rather than try for rendering. Because Shabda can be Varnaha, Prakrutihi, Pratyaha, Padam, Avantarvakyam, Avantarvakyam, Mahavakyam, Para Pashyanti, Madhyama Vaikhari, Shabda Pramanam, Dhvani. All these meanings, at least 14 or 15 meanings are there for the term. So that is loaded with meaning, it is pregnant with meaning. So it is better, Atha Shabdanushāsanam is hereafter we are going to study the Shastra or science of Shabda rather than a word. Okay, and even grammar is a rough translation. Some translation or the other has to be offered for the people who are not from this culture. Okay, so something similarity is there because Vyākaraṇa includes grammar, and grammar is not Vyākaraṇa. Vyākaranam means Vyakriyante, Apashirdebhyaha, Sadhu Shabdaha, Prathakriyante, Aneneti Vyākaranam. Vyākaranam is an instrument whereby one can separate the Shabdas or Sadhu Shabdas from Asadhu Shabdas. Here language is associated with philosophy. Language has got two purposes here. One is transformation of meaning, just that is any language is doing. The second one is dharma. Siddhe shabdartha sambandhe lokataha artha prayukte shabda prayoge shastrena dharmaniyamah kriyate yatha laukika vaidikeshu. That is the first vartikam. So Panini is not a srashta of shabdas. He is a smarta of shabdas. Okay. So here what happens is Shabda. One more thing is, generally Panini is described in most of the Westerners' books that it discusses Padam or it discusses Vakyam. In fact, Panini discusses right from Varna down to Mahavakyam. Mahavakyam we are going to discuss. So I along like that the Varna Mala is given rather in Maheshwar Sutras. Okay, and then he goes on to Pada. Pada is generally translated word. Then he goes to Karakam, Vakyam. Then he goes to Mahavakyam, Vibhasha Sākaṅkshe Nayati. Some sutras are there in third Adhyaya. But most of the people did not discuss these things, Mahavakyam. Okay, Mahavakyam and Mahakavyam, both are one and the same. We are going to touch the point. Okay, so now, if at all one wants to study Sanskritam or any Shastram, select a guru who studied Pada Vakya Pramana Śāstra-s. Pada Shastram, Vyākaraṇam, Vakya Shastram, Mīmāṃsā, and Pramana Śāstra, Nyāya Vaiseshika. Here, Pradhanyena Vyapadeshaha Bhavanti. The king won the war. Although the king did not participate in direct action in the war, although the soldiers who were representing him fought the war, the name goes to the king. So, Pradhanyena Vyapadeshaha Bhavanti. Although Varna, Pada, Vakya, Mahavakya, etc. are discussed by Panini, it is Padam that is mainly discussed by Vyākaraṇa. Suptingantam Padam defined and discussed. Therefore, it is called Padashastram. That does not mean that Vyākaraṇa doesn't discuss Vakyam and Mahavakyam. Same is the case with Mīmāṃsā. Mīmāṃsā also Vakyam is defined. Arthayatvad ekam Vakyam, I am going to touch, etc. Defined and discussed. So Vakyam is mainly discussed. That does not mean that Varna or Pada or Mahavakya are not discussed by Mīmāṃsā. Same is the case with Nyāya Vaisheshikas. There also Pramanas are mainly discussed. And on the sides of it, the Varna, Padam, Vakyam, Akanksha, Yogyata, Asati, Yukta, Eva, we have come in Tarka Sangraha. All those things, including Mahavakyam. We are going to touch the point. So, now Vyākaraṇam is a meta language in the sense it is essential. It is a fundamental science. If at all one wants to study any Shastra, any Kavya, any piece of literature for that matter, there also it is Vaidika as well as Laukika. Okay, Laukika, ya eva Laukika Shabdaha, ta eva Vaidikaha, ta eva Tesham Arthaha. This is from Akrityadhikaranam of Mīmāṃsā. So whichever Shabdas are there in Loka, the same are there in Veda. The same are the meanings. There is no any difference. Then Bhadranganne Vishnuayama Devaha. Kannevihi you are saying. Karnahi is here. Devasaha, Prajasaha. So in the form of some Shabdas, there is a difference between Laukika Shabda and Vaidika Shabda. That is, Panini says, Vyatyayo Bahulam, Pansotram, Varna Vyatyayaha, Vibhakti Vyatyayaha. Patanjali goes on giving the examples and explaining the sutra. And at least 12 to 13 times the sutram Bahulam Chandasi recovers across Ashtadhyayi. One more thing is, here, in Brahadjatakam, Mihiracharya says, these Vyākaraṇas, Mīmāṃsakas, Naiyayikas, Vedantins, all of them miserably failed in the study of Hora Shastra, that is Jataka Skandha. Hora Tantra Mahannava Pratarane Bhagnodhyamana Vidam. They have seen the Shastras time and again, time and again. No doubt they are the best scholars in their Shastras, but they miserably failed in understanding and studying the Jyotisham, especially the Jataka Skandha, Muhurta Skandha, Jataka Skandha, Siddhanta Skandha, 3 skandhas are there in Jyotisham. I have studied at least 2,000 horoscopes between 1977 and 1994. Okay, so study involves offering predictions. Okay, why Panini was killed by a lion, Rahu was the Marka, something like that you will be in a position. And also Panini says one thing which is not discussed much. People had many questions and they were running to the astrologers, Siddhantis, okay, to know as to what is in store for them with their horoscopes. So Panini was closely watching as to what is happening in the world. Anyway, let us come back to, since the time is very short, let us come back to the main topic, the influence of Vyākaraṇa. Here it is Panini only, because it is the only Vyākaraṇa that can be called Vedanga. Other Vyākaraṇas, Indran, Chandra, Kasi, those Vyākaraṇas are not Vedangas. Only Panini is Vedanga, because it discusses Vedic Shabdas also, this Swara, etc. Just one example you can give. He says, Shrotriyam Chando Dhite, in the sense Vakyarthe Padavachanam, Mahabhashyam. So, Chandaha Adhite, regularly he is reciting Veda, he is called Shrotriya. This is a Nipata. Vidhi and Nipata, in 2 fashions Panini offers the Shabdas. Vidhi is Prakriti and Prachaya Vibhaga. Separately, they are given Kuru Dhatu, Tavya Prachaya, Kartavyam, Aniya Prachaya, Karaniyam, and Shaprachaya Kriya, so on and so forth, Karoti, etc. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing is he offers a Nipata. Nipata means offering a ready-made word that is fit for usage. And one has to extract or separate the Prakriti and Prachaya from the Shabda given. Shrotriyam Chando Dhite. Shrotriyan Ni is for Swara. Nityad Nityam. Okay. The Shruti plus Dhan Prachaya. Shrotriya means a person who regularly recites Veda. This Shabda is taken from Taittiriya Upanishad. Shrotriyasya Jārāma Hatasya, etc. Another example is Kshetriyach Parakshetre Chikitsyaha. This person, this disease rather, has to be treated in another body. Parakshetre Chikitsyaha. See the way he speaks. See, in Ayurveda, you have 3 kinds of diseases. One is Sadhya, the other is Kashtasadhya or Yapya, third one is Asadhya. What Panini means is Asadhya. This term is used in Atharva Veda. At once with his yoga protection, Panini was able to see, perceive 1130 branches of Veda. Today we have only hardly 12 or 13 branches. So, Kshetriya Chitaha Antodata Swaraha is the Prayojanam. So, Kshetriya is a Shabda that can be employed in the sense of Parakshetriya Chikitsyaha, a disease that is incurable. Asadhya Ragas are there. For example, popular Raga is Madhumeha. Okay. So, like that, Panini offers Shabdas in 2 fashions. Now, you said that Panini's Vyākaraṇam has influence upon Vakya Shastra. That is Mīmāṃsā. How? Here, Shabda is Nitya. See, certain things or Siddhantas which we are discussing are not stated by Sotrakara, Panini, because it is not his job. His job is simply start with Vridhiraich. That's all. End of the matter. He goes home. He may offer, some people say he offered examples, counter examples, etc. Some people say no. It was the job of the later people who have come later. For example, Katyayana, Bharadvaja, etc. And Patanjali in Mahabhashyam, the great Sholyam. Bhashyam means a Sholyam. Vyākhyāna means commentary. That is the difference. Now, Panini offered a definition of a padam, Suptingantam padam, Subantam Tingantam. He took only 2 kinds of padas. The earlier Namakhyātopasarga Nipatascha and 4-fold division of Shabdas was there. Some people said these 5-fold and all that. But he said only under 2 headings I am going to put the gamut of Shabdas. Right? Then, when we go to Mīmāṃsā, what happens? Mīmāṃsā is Vakya Shastra. What is the actual job of Mīmāṃsā? There are 2 kinds of Mīmāṃsās. Total 20 chapters Okay, 12 chapters, Dvadasha Lakshani it is called, is Mīmāṃsā. 4 adhyayas is Mīmāṃsā or Vedanta. And the other 4 Vedas deal with Bhakti, that kind of these things. So here, Mīmāṃsā, the word Purva refers to earlier parts of Veda. That is the Samhita Bhaga, of course. So, and it discusses Asato Dharma Jignasa first sutram. So it discusses karma, yajna, yaga, and all kinds of details that are discussed in Mīmāṃsā. Mīmāṃsā, the Uttara, the term refers to latter parts of Veda called Upanishads. That is, that deals with Jnana. Now, in Mīmāṃsā, we do not have any kind of specific subject or no concepts are discussed. All the concepts are taken from Mīmāṃsā only. That means Vakya, Vakya Bheda, all other things, Arthavada, whatever is there, that is borrowed by Mīmāṃsā. So Mīmāṃsā doesn't separately have any kind of linguistic analysis in terms of Vakyartha. Now, so mostly in Vedanta, it is Vyavahare Bhattanayaha. Bhattamatam, Prabhakaramatam, 2 are there. We are not going into details. But mostly Bhattamatam is taken by this Vedantis. Here in Mīmāṃsā, Mīmāṃsā Sutras are authored by Jaimini Maharshi. He authored Jyotisham, Sutras for Jyotisham also. Many people may not be knowing. Let's keep it aside. So here, Arthaikatvad ekam vakyam sākaṅkṣaṃ ched vibhāge syāt. What is a vakyam? Actually, it is in Yajuh Parimanādhikarana. Yajuh means vakyam. This is a Vedic terminology. Yajurveda means a Veda of sentences. Okay, then what is a Yajuh? Instead of saying Yajuh in the Sotram, he says vakyam. Because vakyam and Yajuh are just synonyms. Now, Arthaikatvat ekam vakyam sākaṅkṣaṃ chet vibhāge syāt. If and only if a single meaning, unitary meaning, is denoted by a group of words or group of sentences, he doesn't say whether it is pada or avantara vakya, because vakya is of 2 types, vakyam and mahavakyam. If the meaning to be denoted is short, we employ a sentence. If the meaning is too lengthy, we employ more than 2 sentences. Okay, for example, Ramayanam is a mahavakyam. Mahakavyam, mahavakyam, both are one and the same. So here in the sutra, Arthaikatvat ekam vakyam sākaṅkṣaṃ chet vibhāge syāt, Jaimini doesn't insert the word padam or vakyam. He simply says, if a single meaning or purpose is served or meaning is denoted and then separated, if the parts are found to be wanting, that means if you find akanksha, then it is a vakyam. That is what he says. So this, in my thesis Mahavakya Vicharaha, available on internet, online, I have discussed extensively this. So this is a definition of both vakyam and mahavakyam. So purposefully, Jaimini did not insert the term padam, because it will become the definition of padam only, but not vakyam. Now let us visit Panini in 3rd adhyaya, Vibhāṣā sākaṅkṣe Svarasya Krishna, yat Kashmireshu vatshyāmaha, tatra saktur pasyāmaha. Svarasya Krishna, yat Kashmireshu avasāna, tatra saktur apibāma. So, the nritta either can be used as lakara in that sense. So, what Panini says, Vibhāṣā sākaṅkṣe, asti akanksha asminiti sākaṅkṣam Mahabhashyam. So, there is akanksha in both the sentences, then it will become a mahavakyam. Okay? And here, what is meant by Panini is sākaṅkṣam. The term is meaningful. The same term sākaṅkṣam we find in Mīmāṃsā also. So for a mahavakyam, both Panini and Jaimini offer definitions, in other words. Because akanksha is the minimum thing. Expectancy, that is mutual expectancy. Chaitraha Simply, Chaitraha is good. Then question will be, Chaitraha kinkaroti, what Chaitra is doing? The Akanksha is for a Kriya Shabda. There are only two Shabdas, Nama and Kriya. So Pachati, only Pachati is employed. Then he says, question will be, who is Pachati? Kaha? Kaf Pachati? Chaitra Pachati. So there is Akanksha between the two words. Yogyata and Sannidhi, I am not discussing for the sake of time. Yogyata will continuously will be there. Akanksha will be put to rest by supplying the other word. And Sannidhi is the proximity of Shabdas by pronouncing a sentence. Okay, so in both the Shastras, since Panini said Akanksha in Mahavakya, there Jaimini says Sakansham chet vibhage syat. Vibhage Sakansham chet ekam vakyam. Ekavakyata, ekartha bodhakatvam. Okay, or the one sentence ness roughly. Let us coin a word. So a single meaning is denoted at that level. But Panini does not offer a definition of a vakyam. Okay. Nor Jaimini offers a definition of a pada. If you go across the Shastras, very interesting. Then, according to Vyākaraṇam, it is Akhanda Vakya Jati Sphata is the Siddhanta. The very unit of language. What is the meaning of very unit? Through sentence only, Vakyam only, you can transform meaning, but not through pada, etc. Then where are you coming from? Hostel. Hostel is a padam? No. Hostel is not a padam. Hostel is an elliptical sentence, incomplete sentence. I am coming from, or the ellipses to be added. Since there is shared knowledge, the other words are not employed by the person. Simply said hostel. So it is vakyam only, but artificially, apodhara padarthaye ye charthaha sthita lakshanaha. Verse number 44, Brahmakanda Vakyapadiyam. So, Vakyapadiyam says, Pade navanna vidyante vaneshvavayavanacha vakyat padanamattyantam prabhiveko nakaschana. Clearly stated. Actually, Panini has to compile a Vyākaraṇa. What is Vyākaraṇa? Science of language, roughly translation. Acha. Science of language. Language means there are a number of units in a language. There is Mahavakyam, discourse. There is Vakyam, Avantar Vakyam, Padam, Prakriti, Pratyaya, Varna. Which one should Panini take up? For analyzing the language, great language. One more thing before I forget. Whatever I have presented a paper in English and Foreign Languages, University, Hyderabad, in January. Mostly it will be published very quickly. I mean, soon it is going to be published. How to teach English. I was invited. There, I have authored an article, a paper, Universals of Language and Literature. Whatever we are discussing in Karka theory, or Mahavakya analysis, or semantics for that matter, all these things are useful for language per se. That is any language, not simply for Sanskrit. Panini actually authored for Karakam, etc. for Sanskritam. But because that is the Daivi Bhasha, Arya Bhasha, Panini doesn't care about Mlecha Bhashas. Mlecha means aspashta, unclear. So whatever are there, we are going to discuss Abhidha, Lakshana, Vyanjana, or Tatparyam, or Mahavakyartha, Vakyartha, Padartha. All these things are applicable equally to other languages. Just one example. If you say cow, how many meanings are there? One meaning. That is wrong. The word cow denotes 5 meanings. Jati, Vyakti, Linga, Sankhya, Karakam. 5 meanings are Panchakam Pratipadika, we call in Śāstra-s. So, let you take any language and the meaning as well. London is on Thames. Wrong. Lakshana. London is on the shores of banks of river Thames. Why do you say so? because there will be Shaityam, coolness. In the case of Gangayam Ghosha, we have Pavanatvam also. Two purposes. For that Vyangyartha, the sentence is employed like this. But people outside do not analyze the Shabda like that. The bus is coming. Wrong. Bus cannot come spontaneously in bracket. Annam, Pattam Annam Udikinda in Telugu, for example, for some languages. Who is cooked or not? True translation. Wrong. So, under Karmanidvitiya, Patanjali says, Tandula, Vadanartha, Tandulaha Vadanam. Vadanam Pachiti. Vadanam means cooked rice. Pachiti means cooking. Except you are a person who is suffering from coma, we do not cook the cooked rice. But here the usage is like that. Then Patanjali indirectly says, Lakshana. Do not take Vadanam as the cooked rice. Do not do as it is. Do not translate like that. But Vadanartha, Tandulaha, the raw rice meant for cooking, are just said, denoted by the term Vadanam. That is Lakshana. Lakshana is actually, strictly speaking, in Manjusha, etc., these Vyākaraṇa say Lakshana is not acceptable. But under Viyogadakhyayam, Patanjali says, Tadachya, Tascha, Tatsamipya, Tadharmya. There are four kinds of upayas he has given devices. Through that, Manchaha Santi, Gangayam Ghoshaha, such usages which are Simho Manavakaha. The boy is lion. Is it okay? The boy cannot become a lion. No. Then it means the gunas whichever are there in a lion are there in a Manavaka boy. So this is what is generally called Gauni Vrittihi in Mīmāṃsā. The sotram related, relevant sotram in Mīmāṃsā is Gunavadastu Gauna Ete Shabdaha Shaprabhashyam. That means do not take the meaning as it is. Sometimes you have to take the Lakshyartha or secondary meaning. So here the bus is coming means that does not mean that the bus is coming spontaneously. But the bus is coming as if it is coming spontaneously. It is being driven. Okay, so this is Lakshana and Gauni, both are almost one and the same. Details you can have from Kavya Prakasha of Mamatacharya. But Gauni is when there is a comparison. Sadrishyam, then Gauni Vritti, otherwise Lakshana Vritti is employed. So here in Panini, suppose if you ask me, where did Panini refer to Lakshana Vritti? Take a sotram like 2 to 1. Second Adhyaya, second Pada, first sotram, Samarthas Pada Vidhihi. Pada Sambandhiyo Vidhihi Saha Samarthashitaha Bodhya. That is the Vritti. Okay. So Pada Vidhihi means not Padayo Vidhi, Pada Sambandhi Vidhihi. Because in Kridvritti, Karmanyan, Kumbhakaroti iti Kumbhakaraha, Kumbha Kru, and there you don't have both the padas. That's why Tatropa Padam Saptami Stham. Panini was saying Padam Upapadam. The Samjna is to tell us that although you do not find two padas just like in a samasa, Rajna Purusha like that, Krudvritti also falls under Padavidhi. So the Vritti should be not Padayor Vidhi or Padana Vidhi, but Pada Sambandhiyo Vidhi. Saha Samarthaha. There also Lakshana. Samarthashitaha. Samarthyam, Ekarthi Bhava. That is all kinds of discussions will go on. Vyapeksha only is accepted by Nyayikas. And of course, in a sentence that is Vyapeksha. We are not going into the details right now. But this here itself, the seeds are there for Nyayikas also. You take Jati and Vyakti. You cannot go without Jati and Vyakti. Let us take an example from English. Do not kill a cow. Oh, okay. I shall not kill a cow. I shall keep a cow separate and then go on killing all the cows on earth. Or I shall ask Mr. Kilmore, who wants a job, to go on killing all the cows except one. Is it okay? No. Here a cow means all the cows, any cow. I see. So a cow means any cow, all cows. Accepted. Fetch a cow. A cow means all the cows. One is supposed to fetch. The orderly has to fetch all the cows that are available on earth. Is it so? No. Here it is. A cow means A single cow, Vyakti. It is not class, it is not jati. Do not kill a cow, it is jati, class. Fetch a cow, it is Vyakti. That is only one cow. So the secret is that, the actual situation is that jati is denoted by Sava or Tal, two, either one of the pratyayas. Tasya bhavas tatalo Panini Sutram. Fourth adhyaya. So, goho bhavaha gotvam, gota. Striyatvam striyata, purushatvam purushata, prakshatvam prakshata. Jati is the avachedaka dharma which separates one thing from the rest of the things in the world. Or you may say, roughly, the nucleic acid. How to decide whether both of them belong to the same mother or not? Okay, the test is done, roughly. Now, if at all you take a Vyakti, for example, Go Vyakti, an individual cow, you will find it associated with Gotpa Jati. Without Gotpa Jati, there cannot be Go Vyakti. If at all you want to show someone the Gotpa Go Vyakti, then automatically Gotpa Jati will be there, and Gotpa Jati can be found in Go Vyakti only. So, here it is called Nantari Ekatvam. Under Bhave, third adhyaya Sotram, Patanjali explains. So, Jati Vyakyoho Nantari Ekatvam. This is generally called Samavaya Sambandha by Nyāyikas. Okay, even for Vyākaraṇas, for example, between Shabda and Artha, it is Samvaya Sambandha only. So here, Panini says, Jatyachayam ekasmin bahochanam anyatakasyam. He says, Jati is the meaning of a Shabda. Whereas he gives another rule, Sarupanam ekaseshaha ekavibhaktau. Rama, Ramo, Rama, etc. So there he says, a Shabda would denote a Vyakti. So whether to take Jati Paksha or Vyakti Paksha, both of them have to be taken, both of them are taken by Panini to run the Śāstra-s complete. That is one thing. Then what about Mīmāṃsā? In Mīmāṃsā, Ākritya-adhikaranam, Ākritih kriyārthatvat. There, Jaimini says, Akriti, Jati, both are one and the same. Jati meva akritim prahu vyaktira kriyate yaya. This is from Shlokavartikam of Kumaril Bhatta. Sure. Here, akritihi kriyarthatvat. What is the kriya? Yaga kriya. Yaga kriya is to be performed in Gotpa Jati only. Is it okay, the meaning of this sutram? How are you just giving such kind of sutram? Being a Rishi? No. There is nothing wrong. See, there is one thing, Go Vyakti. 4 kinds of Shabdas are Jati, Guna, Kriya, Samjna. All the 4, Jati and Guna, Kriya, and all these 4 have got a Vyakti. For example, Gauhu. For example, Ramaha, Chaitraha, Maitreyi, like that. All of them are just like abstract nouns, they are called in philosophy. All of them have got a Vyakti as a result. There is a blackboard. Can you separate the guna blackness from the board? No, you cannot. You cannot see or show. Therefore, here the Gotpa Jati, this is at certain length. If you go deeper in Patakanda Jati Samuddesha, Bhartrihari brings in other Śāstra-s. Bhāshyapadiyam itself means you should know Bauddha, Jaina, Charvaka, all these just systems of different subsystems of Indian philosophy. Otherwise, you do not understand, you cannot teach Bhāshyapadiyam. I have translated Brahmakanda only. Now, he says, Sambandhi bhedat sattaiva jatirityuchyate vadhaihi. Sambandhi bhedat sattaiva jatirityuchyate vadhaihi. Sāhitya. Here, Satyasyan sarve Shabda Vyavasthita. In Jati only all the Shabdas are there. First it is Shabda Jati. Then it is Gotpa Jati, Vrikshata Jati, Stritva Jati, like that. For Nyayikas, Nissamanyani Samanyani. In one Jati, you read Samanyam, Jati, both are one and the same. Synonyms. In one Jati, Jatancha Samanyam, Amara question. So, in one Samanya, in one Jati, you cannot have another Jati for Nyayikas. Whereas for Vyākaraṇas, in Shabdatva Jati is there first. Then in that, Gotpa Jati, Stritva Jati, Vrikshatva Jati, etc. will be there. Sambandhi Bhedat Sattaiva Bhidyamana Gavadishu. See, if you take Sambandhi means Dravyam. Dravya Bheda, if you take so many cows, this is clear in the Paspashanikam beginning itself. Yes, that Chinneshvachinam, Bhinneshvavinnam, Samanya Bhutam Sashabda, Patanjali questions. So, like that in different Go Vyaktis, you will find one phenomenon common, that is Jati, Gotha Jati. Jati Rikyutyate Tasyam Sarve Shabdam Vyavasthitaha Tampratipadikārthañca Dhātvathañca Prachakshate Sānitya Samahan Atma Tamahu Taladayaha. What Panini says, Pratipadikārtha, Nya Pratipadikārth, he says. And what is said by Panini in Dhatoho Adhikara, Dhatoho, Prachayaha, Parascha, Adyada, Tasya, etc. Sotras in third adhyaya. Okay. So either Pratipadikārtha or Dhatvartha is nothing but Jati only. That means the term Bhava in Tasya Bhavastatalo or Bhave in Tasya Bhavastatalo is in Tadhita. Bhave is in Kritanta. Prakriya. So Bhava in both the cases means nothing but Jati only. Then he brings in other Shāstra-s. Very beautiful. Tampratipadikārthañca Dhātvathañca Prachakshate Sānitya. Nyayikas say Nitya, Prithvi Nitya, Akasham Nityam, Agni Nitya, etc. Panchabhutas are Nitya. Okay, nobody says Sanitya, but today we see all the Panchabhutas are Nitya only. Deteriorating situation. If the manas is not Kalushita, polluted, Panchabhutas, 5 elements are not Kalushita, not polluted. Once the manas is Kalushita, polluted, all the Panchabhutas are polluted. Whether you go for water, go for Agni, go for Vayu, anything. Leave it there. Sānitya. The same Jati is called by the name Nityavaya Nyayikas. Sa Mahan. Sankhyas say Mahan. Mahatattvam is very important for them. He is referring to Sankhya. Sānitya Sa Mahan Atma. So these Vedantins say Atma. Apnoti the Atma. Isn't it? Tasmadva ekasvad atmana akashas sambhutaha akashad vayu ayoragni agne prithvi gne apahadhyah prithvi prithivya oshadayah oshadhibhyonnam. This is from Taittiriya Upanishad mantras. Okay, so whatever is called by the term Bhava by Panini is nothing but Jati only. It is also called Tattva, Satta, and in Niruktam there are Shad Bhava Vikaras, 6 stages of a thing. Jayate, Asti, Viparinavate, Vardhate, Apakshiyate, Vinashyati. Everything has to undergo all the 6 stages. All the 6 stages are nothing but different stages of Satta only. Clearly said by, I am not quoting all the verses, for time considerations. Okay, in Bhakti. Now, so this any language you take, first of all, now come back to Mīmāṃsā. There is it Akrutihi Kriyarthatvat. How can you perform a yaga kriya? Pashuna yajeta. One should perform the yaga with a male pashu. Pashu here, male pashu only. Sometimes linga is vivakshita, sometimes linga is not vivakshita. Here it is vivakshita. Male pashu only. You cannot perform a yaga with female pashu. No. Pashuna yajeta pashu. But it is a yajna, we have to bring a pashu and then start performing the sacrifice, the yaga. How can you say Akruti, which cannot be seen or shown? Then he says, no, not like that. Akruti, automatically, Go is there. Go Jati, Gotpa Jati is the meaning. Okay, then this Gotva Jati cannot be seen or shown. Automatically it refers to Vyakti. Because Nantriyika, Jati and Vyakti cannot be seen or shown separately. So, Jati Visishta Vyakti, Gotva Jati Visishta Go Vyakti has to be taken for the Yaga. So, there are a number of verses by Kumara Bhatta. I am not quoting all of them because the lengthy discussion will be there on Alankar Shastra. So, now it is stated, just a couple of things only I have taken, not all. So, Bhavakya or Jati Vyakti or Gaunyartha, all these things, whichever are there in Vyākaraṇa, are there in Mīmāṃsā also. Nyāya Darshan. Just now we discussed Jati Vyakti. Jatyakriti Vyaktayastu Padarthaha. This is a sotram from second adhyaya of Nyāya Darshanam. Okay, finally, Akruti is replaced by Jati, by people. Okay, and so Jati and Vyakti only two are taken. So Jatyavachchana Vyakti or Vyatyavachchana Jati will be the meaning of a Shabda. That is how Nyayikas go. That means there Jatyakhyayam is there, Akruti Kriyarthatvat is there in Mīmāṃsā. Now Jatyakriti Vyaktayastu Padarthaha is there in Nyāya Darshan. So there is slight difference. Nyāya can be put under two headings. Prajina Nyāya and Navya Nyāya. In Prajina Nyāya, Akshapada Sutras are there. There is no any problem between Panini Sutras and Akshapada Sutras. Here Panini says Siptingantam Padam. There Akshapada says Te Vibhaktyantaah Padam. Vibhakti is of two types. One is Vibhakti, Su Ojas Amortius, etc. And then Ting Vibhakti. Ting also is a Vibhakti. That is Pittasi, Siptastam, Vipasmas, etc. So Subantam and Tingantam, only two kinds of Shabdas are there. So Akshapada calls them Vibhaktyante, Vibhaktyantaha Padam. Padam in our Shastra, he is not defining. He is just endorsing whatever is said by Panini. Now, if you go further, Shabda is Nitya according to Vyākaraṇas and Mīmāṃsikas. Okay, Siddhe Shabdat Sambandhe, I have quoted Katyayana Svartikam because Panini did not give any sotram to say that Shabda is Nitya. But through Vyākyanas, Vartikakara and Mahabhashyam, we understand all that. No. So Shabda is Nityaha Karyo Veti. In Paspashandikam, Patanjali discusses whether Shabda is Nitya or Karya. Karya means, for example, which is manufactured, which is made. For example, take a pot. There is clay and a person, a kolala, would prepare a pot with the help of stick, water, etc. Whichever is Karya is going to perish. Shabdaha, Anityaha, Karyatvat, Ghatavat. This is what is there in Nyāya. Just like a pot, Shabda is made. Made means here, with the help of some speech organs, it is produced. So it is Anitya. Okay. Here also, when you take up the Shabda, generally it perishes. As soon as it is pronounced, each one are perishes. So Shabda is not there. But if you take Panini Sutram, what is this? The Sama, Drishtam Sama, Vasishthena Drishtam, Vasishtham Sama, Taitriya, Vasishtha, Paipalada, etc. are there. These Shabdas are Nitya. The Vedas were pronounced and recited by Maharshis. They are still there in the universe, in Akasha. And the people, the Maharshis, would perform tapas. And through Yogi Pratyaksha, they will find that mantra. And that mantra is propagated in the Loka, spread in the Loka. Therefore, that mantra is named after Vasishtha, Taitiri, Pipalada, etc. All the Rishis. That is actually what is happening. Because Vedaha Apaurushaya, Vedas are not authored by anybody. There is no Karta just like Kalidasa or Shakuntalam. So this is clearly stated by Panini and also by Jaimini. But when you say in this Nyayikas, do not accept Apaurishayatva for Vedas. There is problem. Okay. Mantra Ayurveda Vachyata Pramanyam Apta Pramanyat. This is the sutram from Nyāya Darshanam. I think second Adhyaya. So mantra drashtaraha, he says there. See, all the sense organs do all the karyas, all the what you call activities of the indriyas for Maharshis. So that is Yogi Pratyaksham, and Panini also was so great. He was covering so many, more than 1000 branches of Veda as well as Loka. There is Bhasha in Darshanas, Vedangas, Puranas, Vaidyakam, Arthashastram, Upavedas, and all that. It was just like a puppet for him. It is so easy. Here Nyayikas say Shabdaha Anityaha. There is slight difference. And second thing is, when Panini says Sutingantam Padam, Suvantam Tingantam Padam, if you ask the Navya Nyayikas, they say Shaktam Padam. If you say whichever Shabda unit, whichever unit of Shabda, it may be a Prakriti or Prachaya. If it has got a meaning, it can be taken as Shabda. Need not necessarily be Subantam or Tingantam. That is how it turns out. But there is problem. Then what happens? Prakriti and Prachaya, which are assigned some meaning by Panini, also would become Padas. The danger is there. Actually, this idea is not that of Nyayikas. Their mistake is considering that Prakriti and Prachaya, each one also can be called a Padam. That is the mistake they have counted. But under Dadha Bhada, Patanjali says, Padam, Sarve Sarvapadadesha, Dakshi Putrasya Paninehe. Dakshi's son, Panini, takes up Eruhu Bhavati. Bhavati is replaced by Bhavatu. Do not think E is replaced by U, although he says Eruhu, Sotram. So,
Namaste, Meg here. I'm sorry I'm interrupting, but I'm just keeping track of the time. My apologies for interrupting. Yeah.
Okay. Shall I stop now?
We could close in a minute or two if you can just close the.
Okay. Yeah. So in Dhanyaloka and what is that? Mamadacharya's Kavya Prakasha, you come across these statements that Sphatavada Vyākaraṇas is the base of Vyangyartha, Dhvani, and all that. Thank you very much for giving me the chance to Harikiran Garu, the Indic Academy, Megha, etc. for all the help. Namaste. Shubham Bhuyat.
Thank you so much, Professor. My unpleasant task of keeping time, and therefore I had to interrupt. But it was wonderful. Over to you, Arvind. Take it forward.
Thank you so much, Mahamahopadhyay ji, for this effortlessly encyclopedic coverage, which helped us see the links between things assumed as separate, especially this assumption of separation of Pada, Vakya, Pramana was so nicely demolished by you. We could say, speaking of the Pada relations, which both the Vyākaraṇas and Mīmāṃsakas parallelly care about, and the Padartha relations, which both the Vyākaraṇas and Nyāyikas care about. Thank you so much, Professor.